Namaste and welcome everyone to another session of morning yoga hosted by Leisure Room Productions. We are so excited that you're here with us today and happy to lead you through this class in which we're going to be exploring our shoulders, our neck, and our hips, just trying to bring a little bit more space and love and openness into those areas. So if you haven't already, go ahead and roll out your mat, go and find any props that you might be using in your class. Props could be blocks or a strap or a bolster or even a blanket. And at the same time, feel free to grab any practice aids that really help you settle into this space, whether that's incense or a candle or some essential oils, a crystal, anything that really helps you find peace in this space and become present. So with that, we'll get started. Go ahead and come to a seated position, maybe rocking from side to side, removing the fleshy part of your butt away so that you can really feel grounded in your space. You can let your legs come to a gentle cross and bring the palms of your hands to the tops of your knees. From here, we're just going to roll the shoulders up to the ears and then down away from the ears. On your next inhale, let's roll the shoulders up to the ears. And now as you exhale, let's roll the shoulders away from the ears. Now inhale to pull the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, letting the shoulders fall away from the ears. Nice and gentle. Just beginning to connect our breath with these body movements. Inhaling to pull up and exhaling to roll down. Inhaling, pulling up and exhaling, rolling down. Nice job. Inhaling, rolling up and exhale, rolling down. Inhaling to roll up and exhale, rolling down. Nice job. Next inhale, let's circle the arms up overhead so that the fingertips touch. And on your exhale, let's bring the right hand down to the mat, planting the palm, bending into that right elbow as we stretch the left fingertips up and over. Breathing in deeply into our bellies and exhaling through the nose. Invoking our Ujjayi pranayama in this class as we flow through these postures. We'll inhale to float the arms back up to the sky. And as we exhale, bringing that left hand down to the left side, bending into that left elbow as we stretch the right fingertips up and over, really reaching through those fingertips. Deep inhale here. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, bringing the palms back up to the sky. And as we exhale, let's bring the hands down to the ground, gently walking ourselves forward, folding over our bent legs. Here you can choose to bring your blocks into your practice if you want to set them up here so you can bring your forearms on top of them, giving you a little bit more room in your back. And then just gently letting that chin tuck in, rounding through the shoulders. Let's inhale here, lifting the chin. And exhale, tucking the chin. Gentle movements here to just open the body up as we begin this morning practice. Inhale, lifting the chin. And exhale, tucking the chin. Inhale, lift. And exhale, tuck. Inhale, lift the chin, this one last time. And then exhale, start to walk the fingertips to lift the torso back up. Nice job. We'll inhale, circle the arms up overhead once again. And as we exhale, bring the right hand to the top of the left knee and circle that left arm back behind you. Inhaling to sit up tall, lengthening the spine. And exhale, twisting through the soft belly, taking your gaze over towards that left shoulder. Inhale, coming back to center. And then as you exhale, bringing the left hand to the top of the right knee, circling that right arm back behind you. Inhale, sitting up tall. And exhale, twisting through that soft belly, taking your gaze over towards the right shoulder. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Breath in. Let it go. Inhale, coming back to center. We'll walk the hands over the knees so that we can roll onto the tops of the knees. I'm going to come sideways onto my mat so you can see me from this angle. And then planting the palms directly under the shoulders and the hips right under the knees. From here, we're going to move into our cat-cow. So dropping the belly, lifting the chin on our inhale. And exhale, tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin and rounding through the shoulders. Pressing down through the palms, down through the shins and the tops of the feet. Inhale to lift the chin. Rounding through the spine. And exhale, tucking the chin, connecting our breath with our movement here. Feeling the flow of energy and the flow of breath move through the spine here. Inhale, lifting the chin. And exhale, tucking the chin. Inhale, lifting the chin. And exhale, tucking the chin. Next inhale, we'll lift the chin. Coming to a neutral tabletop position, nice flat back. And then as we exhale, we're just gonna lower the hips down towards the heels. And actually, let's go ahead and widen the knees a little bit and let the toes come in together. So we're in a wide-kneed child's pose, letting the hips fall down towards the heels, keeping the arms outstretched long, and bringing the forehead down that third eye space to come closer to the mat. If you can touch the mat, that's great. If you can't yet, that's also great. You can also place a block underneath your forehead and giving yourself just a little bit more space in this posture. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Here, I just invite you to take a moment to settle into this space, gently letting an intention meet you in this space, whatever comes up for you, whatever's present for you at this moment, something that needs your love, your guidance, your attention. Acknowledging that each of us come to this practice for different reasons. We all have things that we're working through. And it's with this collective energy of growth and openness that we really are able to explore the depths of our heart, our bodies, and our minds. Couple more deep breaths here. Feeling safe and grounded in this space. We'll inhale to lift the forehead up off the mat, and then just gently walk the fingertips back towards the hips. We'll place the hands on the tops of the knees, just gently pulling those knees back into your midline. And then as we inhale, we'll lift the hips off the heels, bringing the hands to the low back, hugging the elbows close to one another, as close as you can to one another behind the back. And then as we inhale, we'll gently push the hips forward and lift the chin, opening the heart space, allowing our bodies to receive. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Deep breath in and deep breath out. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Coming back to center, we'll bring the hands down to the mat, tucking the toes. We're just gonna pop up into our malasana, our yogi squat here. So rolling back onto the balls of the feet, or if your heels come down to the mat, that's great. And then bringing the hands together at heart center, helping to guide those knees a little bit wider with the elbows, pressing into the insides of the knees. Deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. As you exhale, let's let the hands lower down to the mat. We'll inhale, lifting the hips up high. And then as you exhale, put a bend into the knees and let the top half fold heavy over those thighs, hanging heavy in our Uttanasana pose, forward fold. You can bring the hands to either elbow here and just give yourself a rock from side to side. Alternatively, you can bring the hands behind the knees and give yourself a gentle hug, or bring the hands down to the heels, or even down to the mat. Wherever you're at here, just let the head hang heavy, nod the head back and forth, side to side, releasing any tension that we might be holding in the neck. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. We'll inhale here for a halfway lift, bringing the hands to the shins, straightening the back, rocking the weight into the balls of the feet, hugging the belly into the center. And as you exhale, let's walk the fingertips forward to the front of the mat, finding our downward facing dog. Here we allow the heels to lift up off the mat, recognizing it's morning and our bodies are still a little tight. We're still working to open up these spaces, so just be gentle with the body, gentle with the mind. Enter a space of non-judgment here. Focusing on that breath, those deep inhales, and those deep exhales, pedaling the heels. On your next inhale, let's rise up onto the tiptoes. And exhale, sink into the heels, pressing down, taking your gaze towards the belly button, broadening those hands, pressing down through the tops of the fingertips and gently rolling the insides of the elbows forward, opening the back. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Next inhale, we'll bend the knees and look forward. Exhale, walk the feet to the hands. Find your forward fold here once again, hanging heavy over your bent knees. We'll inhale, bringing the hands to the shins, halfway lift, straightening the back, rocking the weight into the balls of the feet. And exhale, folding in. Inhale, we'll start to rise up, circling the arms up overhead, letting the chin be the last thing that untucks as you gently lift the gaze towards the fingertips. Deep breath in and deep breath out. One more deep breath in here. And exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step the feet back. We'll find our plank pose here. So in our plank pose, we want the heels rising just above the balls of the feet, the shoulders hovering right above the wrists, our belly button hugged in nice and tight, and our gaze just a few inches forward of our fingertips. One more deep breath in here. Let's exhale, drop the knees down to the mat. From here, we'll hug the elbows to the sides, lowering our chin and our chest. We'll inhale, scooping forward, untucking our toes, rolling the shoulders back and away, and lifting the chin, finding our Bhujangasana pose. And as we exhale, let's enter that child's pose space once again. Perhaps connecting with that intention in this deep breath and this deep exhale. We'll inhale, rising to that tabletop position. And then as we exhale, let's tuck the toes and lift the hips, finding our downward facing dog once again. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Inhale, looking forward, bending the knees. Exhale, bringing the feet to the hands, top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift, bringing the hands to the shins, straightening through the back. And exhale, folding in towards the thighs. Inhale, circling everything up to the sky, lifting our gaze. And exhale here. Inhale. And as we exhale, folding forward over these bent legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, planting the hands and stepping the feet back. We find again that plank pose. Again, the heels hovering right above the balls of the feet, shoulders right above the wrists. Nice strong core here, rounding through the shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale, let's bring the knees down to the mat, lowering chin and chest. Inhale, scooping forward, rolling the shoulders away, lifting the chin. And exhale, shifting the hips back towards the heels. Child's pose. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, rising up to your tabletop pose. And exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Let's go 2 more just like that. Breath in. Breath out. 1 more. Breath in. And breath out. Inhale, looking forward, bending the knees. Exhale, feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, circling the arms to the sky, lifting the chin. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, planting the hands and stepping the feet back. Plank pose. Always an option to bring the knees down to the mat here in this plank pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower the knees if you haven't already. And then gently lower the chin and the chest, hugging the elbows toward the sides. Inhale, rolling up. And exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, coming back to tabletop pose. And exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Nice job. 2 more breaths just like that. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Next inhale, let's lift that right heel up, toes pointed down, hips neutral. And as we exhale, let's step that right foot forward in between the hands. Maybe heel toeing that foot a little bit further forward so you're in a nice deep runner's lunge. From here, we'll turn that left heel down. And on our next inhale, we'll reach the fingertips up towards the sky, finding our warrior letter A, Virabhadrasana A. Here we'll pull that right hip back as we shift the left hip forward and really ground down nice and strong through that back leg. Nice bend in the right knee here. And then reach the fingertips high, lift the gaze. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale as we bring the hands down to the mat. Step that right foot back. Holding in this plank for an inhale. And then as we exhale, we'll drop the knees, lower chin and chest. Inhaling for up dog or cobra pose. And exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Inhale, rising to tabletop. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Next inhale, let's lift the left heel to the sky, toes pointed down, hips neutral. Equal weight into the hands. And exhale as you step that left foot forward and through, in between the hands for a nice deep runner's lunge. Feel free to move that left foot around until you find that space of stretch but not discomfort. And then turn that right heel down. We'll inhale, lift the fingertips up to the sky, finding our Virabhadrasana A on the left side. Again, we'll shift that left hip back, push the right hip forward, trying to neutralize the hips here. And then lift the gaze up towards the fingertips. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. And deep breath in. And deep breath out. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, we'll lower the hands down. Step the left foot back. Plank pose. Breath in. Exhale, drop the knees. Lower the chin and the chest. Inhale, scooping forward for Bhujangasana, cobra pose. And exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Breath in, coming to a tabletop pose. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out, feeling the air move through the body and feeling maybe how different this down dog feels from the first one. Noticing the effect of the breath on the body, its ability to open the spaces that can somehow seem locked. Breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. Let's inhale, look forward, bend the knees. And exhale, bring the feet to the hands in front of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, folding in. On our next inhale, we'll reach the fingertips up towards the sky as we bend into the knees, finding our Utkatasana pose, chair pose. Shoulders relaxing away from the ears. A gentle tuck of the tailbone, hugging the belly in so we have a nice strong core, and working to shift those hips back so that we can look down and still see our toes. Now we lift the gaze, take a deep inhale. As we exhale, let's sweep the arms back behind us, lowering our chest to our thighs for half chair. And then inhale, standing up nice and tall, hands to the sky. Deep breath in here as we take a gentle back bend. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. And exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back, plank pose. Always an option here to just return to down dog or always find that child's pose. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, lower the knees down. Chest and chin follow. Inhale, scooping forward. Rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chin. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Inhale, lifting up here. Finding our tabletop pose, and then as we exhale, tucking the toes and lifting the hips, returning to that downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. And breath out. Next, inhale, lifting the right heel, toes pointed down. Exhale, step that right foot through in between the hands. Turning that left heel down, we'll inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky, lifting our gaze, Virabhadrasana A. And then as we exhale, we'll turn our pelvis sideways, opening those left toes so they're parallel to the back of the mat, and then spreading the arms nice and wide. We find our Virabhadrasana B, warrior letter B. Here we want to keep the right knee nice, deep bend. We want to keep a deep bend in the right knee, peeling that right thigh open to the wall behind us, nice and strong through that left leg, that grounding leg. And then just making sure you can see that big front toe, spreading the arms wide, rolling the shoulders down and away from the ears, and taking your gaze just forward of that right middle finger. In yoga, we call our gaze our dristi, our center of focus. And each posture has a center of focus. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Next, inhale, we'll bring the hands back behind us, finding a gentle clasp. And then as we exhale, let's bow in towards that right knee, humble warrior. Maybe lifting the hands up. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Let's inhale, lifting the torso up, bringing our forearm to the top of the right knee, and then reaching those left fingertips high. Opening up here for our side angle. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Next, exhale, we'll bring the left hand down to the inside of the right foot, turning onto the ball of the back foot, that left foot, and then reaching those right fingertips high. Opening up here for a twist. And deep breath in and deep breath out. And deep breath in and deep breath out. Let's exhale, bring the right hand down to the mat. We'll lower that left knee down to the mat, untucking those left toes. Then let's just begin to straighten that right front knee. You can walk the fingertips back to help us. You can also use blocks here under the hands for a little bit more length. And the toes can come up off the mat. We're working to lengthen that right hamstring as we pull the right hip back here. Nice and gentle. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, walking the fingertips back forward. And then we'll place the fingertips on top of the right knee and then just gently guide that right hip space forward. Just a gentle stretch here. Deep breath in and deep breath out. From here, we'll bring the hands down to the mat, lifting that left knee up off the ground, tucking those left toes, stepping the right foot back. We find our plank pose. Deep breath in here, nice and strong, connecting with that intention. Exhale as we bring the knees down to the mat. Lower the chin and chest. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling, hips to heels, child's pose. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, rising to our tabletop position. And exhaling, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Next inhale, we'll lift the left heels to the sky, toes pointed down, hips neutral. And then as we exhale, we'll step that left foot forward and through in between the hands. Turning that right heel down, we'll inhale, lifting the fingertips high, warrior letter A. Virabhadrasana A. Lifting the gaze. Deep breath in and deep breath out. One more deep breath in. As we exhale, we'll turn the pelvis. Lower the arms down to shoulder height, stretching them forward and back. And then just making sure that right foot is parallel to the back of the mat. And deep breath in. Deep breath out. Again, nice deep bend in that left front knee. Making sure you can look down and see your left big toe. Stacking the shoulders right above the hips and lowering the shoulders away from the ears. Next, inhale, let's let the hands come to a clasp behind the low back. And then as we exhale, we'll bow in towards that left knee. Humble warrior. Maybe lifting the hands up. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, lifting the torso, bringing the forearm to stack on top of the left thigh. We'll wave the right fingertips up towards the sky for side angle. You can always bring that left hand down to the mat if you're finding a little bit more space in the hips. And then as we exhale, we'll bring the right hand down to the inside of the left foot, turning onto the ball of the back foot, those right toes, and then waving the left fingertips up towards the sky, revolving our side angle. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. One more deep breath in. Exhale as you bring the left hand down, framing the foot. Then we'll lower that right knee down, then gently walk the hands back as you straighten that left front leg. Toes may be coming up off the mat. Finding a gentle pull through the heel here. We'll work to energetically push that right hip forward as we again pull that left hip back, neutralizing the hips, lengthening the hamstring, and then gently lowering the chest towards that left leg as far as you can go. Remember, again, it's morning time. We're being gentle. Deep breath in and deep breath out. One more here, deep breath in and deep breath out. Let's inhale, walking the fingertips forward. And then bringing the fingertips to the top of the left knee this time, which will gently guide the hips forward for a gentle stretch. You can also use your forearms here. I prefer it. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. One more. Exhale as you bring the hands down to the mat, tucking the right toes, stepping the left foot back. Deep breath in. Exhale as you bring the knees down. Alternatively, if you want to try your chaturanga, we can keep the knees lifted here. And then from our plank pose, we're going to let the body lower down like one long plank, hugging the elbows to the sides, shifting forward gently, letting the body hover here. And then our inhale, flipping to the tops of the feet, rolling the chest open, broadening through the shoulders. So the only things on the ground here are the tops of the feet and the hands pressing in. And then from here, lifting the chin. This is our up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And then on our exhale, we'll shift the hips back again to that child's pose. Lowering the forehead. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, rising to tabletop pose. And then exhale, tucking the toes and lifting the hips. Downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Two more just like that. Deep breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. Let's inhale, looking forward, bending the knees. And exhale, bring the feet to the hands, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, straightening the back. Weight rocks into the balls of the feet. And then exhale, folding forward over our bent legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, sweeping the arms up to the sky, sitting the hips back. We find our Utkatasana pose, chair pose. Gentle tuck of the hips, shoulders rolling away from the ears. Belly button hugged in, lifting the gaze. And then as we exhale, we'll sweep the hands back behind us, finding our half chair. Reaching the hands up towards the sky, weight into the heels. You can challenge yourself with a little balance here by rocking the weight into the balls of the feet, maybe lifting the heels up off the ground for a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Inhale, drop the heels, reach the fingertips up to the sky, maybe taking a gentle back bend. And then exhale, folding forward over our bent legs, Uttanasana. From here, we're gonna just bring the right hand to the center line, planting the palm, and then lift that left hand up to the sky, twisting open. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Breath in. Exhale, switching the palms, so planting the left palm down on the exhale. And then inhale, reaching the right hand up to the sky. Working to stack the shoulders here. Taking a deep breath in, really reach through those right fingertips. Gentle bend in that left knee here, maybe both knees. 2 more deep breaths. One more deep breath. Exhale, bringing the right hand down to the mat. Inhale to halfway lift here. Exhale, planting the palms, stepping the feet back. Plank pose. Deep breath in here. Exhale, we'll use that chaturanga here, squeezing the elbows to the side, lowering the body down all together. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the chin, up dog. And exhale, dropping the knees, shifting the hips to the heels. Child's pose. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. On your next inhale, let's rise up to our tabletop position. And then we're just gonna lower down onto our bellies. So find your way there. From here, we're gonna reach the arms forward. And then lower the forehead down onto the mat. On your next inhale, we're gonna lift the fingertips and the toes up off the mat, just gently balancing on our bellies. So you're gonna find a gentle rock when you do this. As you inhale and exhale, the movement of the air will kind of rock you forward and backwards. So on your next inhale, let's lift the fingertips, lift the chin, lift the toes. You can squeeze the hands together and squeeze the toes together. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Strengthening the back. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, lowering everything down. We're going to hike that left knee up to the left side. Keeping the hands wide on the mat. And then just gently turning our gaze towards the right side. You can try to turn the instep of your right foot down onto the ground, kind of flattening the pelvis a little bit more here. And deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. From here, we're going to bring that left hand just under the left shoulder, keeping that right arm long. And then as we inhale, we'll start to open up that left side. From here, we're just going to press down through that right hand as we lift the left knee. And start to bring the left toes behind the right leg. Opening up the shoulders. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Slowly begin to roll back to center, straightening that left leg. This time we'll bring the right hand under the right shoulder, gently lifting the chin up, and then bringing the forearms down onto the ground, palms plant down. From here, just take a couple of gentle neck rolls, clockwise. Then just going in a couple of counterclockwise circles. Slowly lower the forehead down to the mat as we straighten the arms in front of us.
next inhale, we'll hug the fingertips and the toes together as we lift the chin and the chest.
Holding on the exhale. Inhale, lifting up just a little bit higher. Holding on the exhale. Inhale, lifting up just a little bit higher. And exhale, lowering everything down to the mat.
We'll straighten the arms out to the sides. Taking our gaze over to the left side this time, and then starting to pull that right knee up towards the right elbow. Inside of the foot comes flat down onto the mat. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Begin to pull that right hand just below the right shoulder, pressing the palm down. And then on your inhale, we'll start to rock up onto that left hip, lifting the right knee. And then bringing the right toes to touch on the floor behind you. You'll feel a nice stretch through that left arm, that left shoulder. Deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. One more deep breath in. Exhale as we lower everything down. We'll bring both palms underneath the shoulders, pressing ourselves back up to our tabletop position. This time, just gently crossing the ankles. We'll roll onto the hips. Straightening the legs out in front of us. From here, we'll bring the hands down to the sides, pressing palms in just by the hips, rolling the shoulders up and away, hugging the toes in towards our center line. We take a deep inhale here for our Dandasana pose. And as we exhale, let's walk the fingertips forward, finding Paschimottanasana, stretch of the west. Maybe the hands come to the thighs, maybe the shins, maybe the sides of the feet. Wherever you're at, take a deep breath in, try to straighten the back as nice and strong as you can. And then just exhale, folding in. Deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Let's go 3 more deep inhales and exhales. After you finish this last exhale, we'll slowly start to roll our way back up. Plant the hands and start to scooch the hips forward as we roll down onto our back, hugging the knees to our chest. We'll have a gentle rock from side to side. We'll inhale, lifting the heels up above us, letting the hands follow and rolling the ankles in one direction and then the other. Just inverting the blood flow here, beginning to re-energize us. In the other direction, finding a couple nice deep breaths here. Slowly lower the heels down, planting the soles of the feet on the ground by the hips. Let's bring the hands down to the sides, shoulders pulling away from the ears, palms planting flat on the earth. On our inhale, activate those inner thighs and start to lift the hips up off the ground, finding our bridge pose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, lift the hips just a little bit higher, squeezing through the inner thighs. And exhale, lowering the hips down. Inhale, lift the hips. Opening through the chest. And exhale, lowering the hips down. Last one, inhale, lift the hips high. And exhale, let's hold here for the exhale. We'll inhale, pressing down, lifting the hips just a little bit higher. And then exhale, bringing the hips to the earth. Beginning to squeeze the knees towards the chest, rocking gently from side to side. We'll let the knees fall over to the left side here as we spread the arms out wide and take our gaze over the right shoulder, twisting through the spine. If your knees don't come all the way down to the earth, that's okay. You can always find a block or a bolster to help guide those knees into a place that feels a little bit more grounded. Deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, pulling the knees back to center. Rocking from side to side for a moment. And then exhale, bringing the knees down over to the right side. Spreading the arms wide, taking your gaze over the left shoulder. Expressing the full twist here through our spine. Working to keep both shoulders grounded on the mat. Again, if that's not quite accessible for you, I encourage you to bring a block or a bolster into your practice here. Allowing your knees to rest on something so that you can really fully relax into this posture, this finishing pose. One more deep breath here. As you exhale, let's bring the knees back to the center. Oh, hip crack there. Just rocking from side to side. And then just gently bringing the hips. Then just gently bringing the heels down to the earth. Walking the feet down the mat. We enter our final resting pose of this posture. We enter the final pose of this class, our Shavasana. Letting the hands come down by the sides, palms opening up towards the sky, shoulders pulling away from the ears. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Letting your breath relax now. Inviting a mindset of gratitude into your space. Gratitude for your presence of mind and the presence of your body in this class. Committing to this practice, this space of wellness for yourself. Gratitude for all the little mini factors that allowed you to be in this space right here, right now. Gratitude for all those around the world breathing with you, practicing these postures, these uniting our breath and our movements, building our resilience, building our awareness. And gratitude to all of the teachers that have guided us, handed this practice down generation after generation.
recognizing the power in connecting the breath and the body. Now just inviting some gentle movements, maybe fluttering through the fingertips and the toes, shaking the head from left to right. Let's inhale and pull the knees into the chest. And then just gently rock up to a seated position. We'll end class here, circling the arms up overhead and bringing hands to heart center. I am because we are. The light in me deeply honors and reflects the light and love in each of you. Namaste. Thank you again for joining us in this morning yoga class presented by Leisure Room Productions. You can catch us next week as we drop these videos every Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. PST. Thank you so much for being here with us today, and we'll see you again next time.